Hi, this is Onyx, Full Throttle Onyx. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about kind of the psychology of BDSM and why people are so into BDSM and kink. So, also I have a Patreon if you're interested in getting the really full, raw, uncut, sexy, explicit versions of my stories. Also, you can get one-on-one access to me or do a live Q&A with me twice a month. Voting rights on upcoming topics, all sorts of other stuff. But anyway, you can get that in my Patreon. You can press the pinned comment or it's in the video description. So on to today's segment. Okay, so a lot of BDSM comes down to power and control. So I think a lot of people get into this because, I don't know, we so often feel powerless in our daily lives, but it gives you a very immediate, gratifying sense of power to be able to command another person and tell them what to do. And it just allows you to kind of explore how power works. And I think it just kind of teaches you a lot about how power works. So a lot of BDSM is about, power and control. I think a lot of it is just about escapism and role-playing, you get to be a different person, especially if you're doing role-playing scenarios, I'm gonna be a sexy nun or a nurse or a cop or, just all this stuff that you want to try. And I think there's also a lot of catharsis of trauma. Sometimes after a really good beating, you just can feel the trauma leaving your body, It's just the body retains all these memories of all these horrible things that happened to us. And I think that sometimes through the BDSM, some of that trauma is actually not removed, but kind of processed through the physical elements, through being, hit or whipped or whatever. So there's a lot of, I think, emotional fulfillment. There's a sense of trust and intimacy, especially with aftercare. There's, for people, especially those, if you're thinking about big wig CEOs who go to a dominatrix, probably they're more straight, but a big wig CEO who goes to a dominatrix, that's the release of responsibilities. So a lot of the time, people who are actually super high powered in real life like to take more of the submissive role, because it's nice to have someone else in charge for a change, because they're tired of being in charge all day, every day. So then there's neurological effects, you just get those endorphins rushing, you get your adrenaline pumping, just kind of very physical, you get a rush, you get a physical rush from all these activities. Yeah, so that, I think stress relief is a big thing. It's just, I don't know, I feel after a good session of being topped and having someone beat me, it's just the stress just kind of melts away. And then I think there's all the social and cultural reasons that people do this. That's a big one for me, because I found that people in the kink and BDSM communities, especially queer kink and BDSM communities, tend to be some of the coolest, most open-minded people that I've ever found anywhere. And it just it's nice to have people who are into the same stuff, and it just kind of becomes part of your identity. And yeah, it's just really cool to have that sense of community. And you tend to be really incredible people, way above average in every way. Maybe not every way, but just cool people, you know what I mean? Okay, well, anyway, that's today's section. If you're interested in getting the raw, uncut stories that I tell from my personal life, sexy, explicit, highly sexual, then please subscribe to my Patreon. I also have a lot of other benefits, but the main one is probably getting the audio stories. You can also get one-on-one access to me, or do live Q&As with me, get voting privileges, all that kind of stuff. But you can subscribe to my Patreon. It starts at $3 a month, either through the pinned comment. It's going to be in the pinned comment, or also through the video description. You can find it either way. Okay, well, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.